Hello and a very warm welcome. Driver ratings for the Monza Grand Prix. All 20 drivers covered as we rate them out of 10 for their weekend. We saw Pierre Gasly take his first Formula 1 win, Carlos Sainz get his best result in Formula 1, and Lance Stroll proving the doubters wrong and getting his second podium. So we go down all 20 drivers, we rate them out of 10. And yeah, we give an honest opinion, as always, no favouritism. Max, 5. Standard weekend for Max. Big spin, FP1. Went off at the exit of Ascari. Damaged a wing. Average weekend for Max. Lowest score I've gave him in ages, but Red Bull did not have the pace. Retired. Pretty poor weekend for Red Bull. Albon, 0. P9 in qualifying, P15 in the race. Damage. He was slow all race. 5-second penalty, and he could be in trouble to lose his seat. Gasly's won in an AlphaTauri, so Albon. It's worrying times. The role is totally it's gone in a circle. Gasly was underperforming, Albon was performing. They switch, and now it's like the opposite way around. Gasly's performing, and Albon looks like he's got no confidence. They surely have to put Gasly back in the Red Bull after winning in an AlphaTauri. That's like such an achievement to win in a midfield car. Sergio Perez, 7. Amazing qualifying. P4, but in the race he only got 10th when his teammate was on the podium. Lance Stroll, 10. P8 in qualifying. He gets his second podium. His first was in Baku, his second was in Monza. Proves the doubters wrong. Benefited from basically, he didn't pit all race, but because of the red flag, he could change his tyres for nothing basically. So very easy. He got a free stop basically, which is a bit dodgy if you ask me. Them rules. You should actually have to come in and actually the mechanics change your tyres, not just like get a free pit stop. But he benefited from it, so 10 for Stroll. Daniel Ricciardo, 5. Stopped in practice 3. Big chance for the podium. It was a chaotic race. I expected Renault to be a lot better than they were, especially after their Spa performance. Highlight for Daniel Ricciardo was a world-class move on Bottas on the opening lap. Ocon, 5. Expected more from Renault, and they didn't deliver like in Spa. Big chance of a podium, big chance for points with a chaotic race, and they didn't take it. P12 quali, P8 in the race. Hardly saw Ocon, to be fair. Magnussen, 5. Beat Grosjean in qualifying, retired in the race, and caused the safety car mayhem. Grosjean, 5. Solid, no mistakes. P12 in the race, and the highest Ferrari finisher, like with a Ferrari engine, which is pretty impressive. Charles Leclerc, 0. Now, first of all, it's great to see Charles Leclerc walk away from the big shunt he had at Parabolica. Horrible weekend, P13 quali, huge crash, both Ferraris retire, and he made the mistake to pull it in the wall. And Ferrari had a big chance to score points with a chaotic race, and they didn't take it. Even though they're not very quick, they could have capitalised for some points. Sebastian Vettel, 0. P17 quali, it was a horror show. They wrecked each other's lap. It was a mess. And then big brake failure going down into turn 1, smashed through the polystyrene boards. And I think everyone will be glad when this is over, because it's just painful. It's horrible. Just end the nightmare now. And we go to Mugello, where Ferrari will have a big celebration. 1000th race. Bottas, 6. Very good qualifying. His qualifying was sensational. Nearly got pole. Poor race. He had a dreadful start. Got stuck behind cars. Couldn't overtake anyone. And was stuck. Lewis had a poor race. It was there to be capitalised. Get big points. Get back in the title fight. And it didn't happen. Lewis Hamilton, 8. Another great pole lap. Mega. Dominating the race. Was going to win it. Fastest lap. Dominating. And then Mercedes made an absolute howler. And you've got to blame Hamilton for it as well. Thames, he gets a penalty for pitting when the pit lane was closed. 10 seconds stop and go. Huge mistake, but considering he came out 23 seconds behind everyone, closed the gap, ended up finished 7th. Nicholas Latifi 8th. On an emotional weekend for Williams, he has, for me, his best race so far in Formula 1. P11 he finished. He qualified last, P11 in the race. Yeah, very happy with Latifi. George Russell 3. Now, that's probably the lowest I've ever give Russell. He beat Latifi in quali, but in the race, nowhere. They didn't have great straight line speed, but Russell was quite poor in the race. Unusual. Finished P14 on an emotional weekend as the Williams family step away. Who next? Gasly, 10. Spinning FP1. Fast all weekend. He wins the race in an AlphaTauri. He's gone through so many emotions. Getting hired, getting dropped, losing his friend. P2 in Brazil. Better results in an AlphaTauri than in a Red Bull. Crazy. And it was great to see a young podium. It's great to see Pierre Gasly win the race. I was critical of him in Red Bull, but he delivered. And it was his first win in Formula 1. Will never be forgotten. What a race. What a way to mark AlphaTauri using Honda engines. 50th race and they win it. He's done the same feat what Sebastian Vettel did in 2008. And surely he's got to be given another chance at Red Bull. Winning in an AlphaTauri is special. Mid-table car shouldn't happen, and he's done it. Kvyat 6, P11 quali, P9 in the race. Huge points for AlphaTauri as a team, but Kvyat finished 9th, Gasly won the race. Norris Norris 9. Lots of issues in practice too. P6 quali, P4 in the race. Huge points for McLaren, and he had the best start out of anyone. Honestly, he was sensational on the start. Mugged off Bottas twice. Carlos Sainz 10. Now, for me, Carlos Sainz was in prime position to win the race, and he really should have, but AlphaTauri did a nice strategy and it worked out. Qualifying star, P3, world class. P2 in the race, best result. 0.4 off Gasly in the end. He was really good. I mean, he's had a horrible season with luck, reliability. The red flag didn't really help him in the race because he was in prime position to win the race, but his best finish in F1. Giovinazzi won. Poor weekend. Qualified 18th, race 16th. Got the same penalty as Hamilton. Pitted when the pit lane was closed. 10-second stop and go. Came out the pits, finished last. Kimi Räikkönen 5. Solid drive, P14 quali, P13 in the race. He was up in the podium places, but his tyres went and fell away. There we have it. All 20 drivers covered as we rate them out of 10. Monza. What a special race. Great for Formula 1. Formula 1 needed that. They needed a bit of variation. We have Gasly, we have Sainz, we have Stroll. A very young podium. And the young generation shining through. F1 needed that. It was a great day for F1 yesterday. I'll bring this out Monday morning. And it was a great day for F1. F1 needed that. We've got one team that are battering the field. And Hamilton should have battered the field yesterday, but they cocked it up, Mercedes and Hamilton. But great for the sport that we see a bit of variation. I think every man and their dog was happy for Pierre Gasly, especially with what he's been through. But he's driver of the season this season. So far, Pierre Gasly's driver of the season, probably along with Lando Norris. Gasly, he just looks at home in that AlphaTauri. It's going to be very interesting to see whether Red Bull stay loyal to Albon or whether they put Gasly back in. Wow, Gasly's absolutely destroying Kvyat though. Well, there we have it. Qualifying reaction, race reaction, driver ratings for the Monza Grand Prix. And we don't have long till we go to Mugello for the first time. Great circuit, Mugello. How will it fare? We see MotoGP go around that track. How will it fare in Formula 1? Looking forward to it. Triple header, like Belgium, Monza, then Mugello. Then we'll have a bit of time off. Then we go Race is coming thick and fast, but a great day for Formula One yesterday. I mean, who would have predicted that podium? It was a really fantastic day for the sport. People bored of Formula One, Mercedes winning by so much, and it's just great to see. Great to see a bit of variation. Shame every race can't be that good, but Mercedes deserve to be at the front because they're the best team in Formula One. But they cocked up big time. Thanks for watching. Comment down below, we'll always reply as we give 10 galores at Monza. What a fantastic weekend. Congratulations, Pierre Gasly. First win. Carlos Sainz's best result in F1. And Lance Stroll, proving them doubters wrong. He's not a paid driver. That's his second podium. Interesting, very interesting. Thanks for watching. Adios.